Well, hello there, everybody. We're just waiting on that sound check from the sound chick, Donna, and then we will be good to go. Just waiting on. There we are. Well, hello there. That's great. Everything works great, and we have sound, and our video looks nice, crisp, clear. Everything looks all honky dory, and we're happy. We are happy with it. All right. So today, on Theory Thursday, I want to talk about the whole conundrum of being the entrepreneur, being your own boss, and stuff like that, and people's insistence on you having to do it alone. And I hate to break it to you, but that's just not the case. I know everyone has this romanticized idea when it comes to individualist anarchists like myself, property respecting market anarchists like myself, that you're basically just doing everything on your own and you're not relying on anybody for anything. And that's not the case. With all forms of anarchism, none of them are really antisocial per se. None of them are antisocial per se. They do vary in degrees of how much interaction with people is required. But technically, no interaction with people is required in any way, shape, or form. But your success scales with how willing you are to participate in a market that is filled with other people. You do need those people to be there in order to succeed. Life gets very difficult when you don't get involved with people. You feasibly, as technology moves forward, have less and less use of people because you can automate more and more things. But at the end of the day, you're going to need people to create those things. That's what it's all about. Thanks, Mark. I'll tell you right now, we do 99.9999999% of the stuff here, and it's really difficult to get it done. The things that we don't do here in the apartment, in the studio, is we don't do any of our own woodworking because we just don't have the space for that. That requires a level of success that I have yet to attain with any of my businesses. Yes, there is about a 1 minute delay going to Facebook. That's always the case, regardless of what format you're using. Even if you go Facebook Live, there is still a 1 minute delay, about anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute. Yeah, because right now I'm just talking about it there. Okay, so like I was saying, you just can't really get to those levels of success alone, and you can't really succeed alone. You need customers still, and those customers are part of your network. They are part of your tribe. It's the reason why we emphasize things like tribe and stuff like that here. Where we shout out people who get involved, are doing their thing and trying to help others. It's why when we look at how we do things, we don't look at it as I'm in competition with the rest of the world. We look at it as we're looking to serve the people around us in the business that we do. So for HHD, building instruments; for ILMT, teaching creative music writing, and so on and so forth, providing art. It's we are looking to enrich the people around us, and in return they are, giving us money usually, for us to be able to continue doing our projects and move forward. Serve Man is a cookbook. Yes, it is, but it's also how we make money in a market economy. That's it. You don't make. Let me be clear. In a market economy, your measure of success is how well you serve other people. It's just the way it works. I understand there's a lot of people who go, oh well, that sounds a lot like capitalism. Well, technically it is. Prior to capitalism being a thing, the way you amassed any amount of wealth, any amount of freedom, was through violence. And I'm sorry, but I don't think that that's a sustainable method.
Not really.
But the ultra Randian ideal of I am the productive man, hear me roar, and I don't need anybody else is kind of bullshit too. And that's what I'm really trying to get across, is that there's a happy medium where I'm not where you're not advocating segregating yourself completely off from society 100%, because you understand that, in order to exist with any type of comfort, you need other people. And it's something that a lot of people refuse to accept. They look at it like, oh, well, that sounds like communism. Well, it sort of does, because there is no real perfect system. If you want perfection, go back to sleep. You got to dream. You're never going to get perfection. You're never going to get a world where everything works swimmingly and everything works great, and every little check comes through. There's always going to be hiccups. There's always going to be mistakes. There's always going to be errors, and you need a support system around you to help mitigate the damage of those things. A perfect example, and I know I mentioned the division of labor in the description, is the division of labor conversation. If you're by yourself, you have to spend X amount of hours maintaining your shelter, X amount of hours acquiring food. And that becomes your entire life when you're by yourself. When you start adding people to the mix, you start understanding, okay, well, now let's take it off of Survivor. Donna here is good at graphic art and design, a lot better than I am. So I throw the projects at her and she does those. Same thing, she's better at art than I am. That's why she does that. And I can solder, I can do all the little meticulous work and stuff like that. So I do that. I have a music theory knowledge background, so I generally direct the
musical.
What do I want?
Scores.
How do I want to explain that? I direct the composition of the music. I do try to get her to play a lot more often than she does, and she keeps being a cranky asshole about it. Just saying. I suck. No, you don't. I literally hear you play when I go in the shower, and you think I'm not listening. I hear her play all the time, and she keeps complaining about how she sucks. She does things with a guitar that I can't do with a guitar efficiently. I'm working on it now. Not to plug my my own ILMT videos, but yeah, there's going to be a video about it. But anyway, so like I lean on even everybody that's watching. I go,
Yeah.
hey, listen, I need people to come in for Feature Focus Friday. And if you have a business or you know someone with a business, try to throw them my way. Try to get them to come and talk about what they're doing so we can get them some free promotion or no cost promotion. Same thing if you have friends or you yourself are engaged in projects that you're kind of proud of and you want to have them talked about, let us know and we'll put them on Tribe Shout Out Tuesdays. We do all that stuff because we need you guys.
It's interactive. Audience participation.
Help me help you. Help me help you is basically what I'm going at.
Yeah.
You ought to see what I can't do with a guitar. Like with that, that's really what it's all about. Is like the whole network isn't really based on it's based on a market idea that we can generate enough excitement around each of our projects that we will each start to lift each other up. We'll each start to succeed in ways that we can't do on our own. But we got to help each other out. We got to do something. There's and I'm not really like trying to pick on anybody because everyone's got shit to do. I get it. I have a day job. I know. But you see people out there like Nathan, like Leela,
always
like Tabs, who are every day we're seeing something about what they're doing, and I try to get them at least a little more involved in the network.
Oh, and they've been great.
Or Jake too, every day posting about his coaching, and I try to like get them to share it onto the network. And a lot of times I'm pulling stuff onto the network, but the fact is that there's a dozen or so entrepreneurs that are involved in the network.
And let us share your victories.
Yeah.
Share your victories.
Share your victories. Let us know. Hey, I did excellent this quarter, or I did excellent this month. And I don't want specifics. I don't want you to like call yourself out cash wise. I'm not looking for that. I want vague notifications about your victories, your step forwards and your setbacks and how you plan on getting around those things. Because those things, you may not realize it, but when something bad happens and you recover from it, that might be
that's a success instead of a failure, and it can always be utilized by others.
Right. It's a point of inspiration really for other people if they and that's also interaction, because if someone thinks I'm in business by myself and I'm all by myself and there's no one else there for me, when they start getting setback after setback and they don't feel like they can catch a break, not seeing things like that happened to me, this thing happened to me and it's similar to what happened to the person we're talking about, and they see how you fix it and they go and they try to do the same thing and it works for them. That's also, being part of a community. That's also helping each other out. And that's what it's all about. We're supposed to be here to help each other out. That's what the network is for. And that doesn't mean we're going to feed each other. I mean, that's not an impossible thing, but that's not the focus of what the network's about. But we have to, at some point in time, understand that we are going to need, everybody to start figuring out what they want from this. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. Not for nothing, but I also see your art also on the on Facebook, and I gotta grab a cat.
The cat is being on
man.
it. Oh, got him. I got him.
No, you don't. You don't got me at all.
What else?
Can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. All right, there he is.
Making breakfast.
Thank you, by the way, Mark. I greatly appreciate that. Yeah, it's just like, if you come across somebody who's like, oh, I'm starting to do this. Oh, he is not wanting.
I'm trying not to flash everybody.
Oh,
This ball went right in the wrong.
homeboy's trying to like flash a boobie. Darla has to go fix herself. Sorry, guys. But
Chaos cat.
so like I was saying, oh man, where was I going? Flash cat kind of screwed me over there. So like I was saying, we if someone's just like, oh well, I got this little side hustle going on, well, ask about it. Send them our way. Let them know that we're here to help people out. I don't. I never want to be in the position where someone going, oh well, it looks like these people are succeeding. I wish I could succeed like these people are, and to think that they can't ask or they can't talk about it, because that's what the network is.
It's kind of like a chamber of commerce.
Yeah.
Trying
to
uplifting each other, promoting each other. It's
right.
a better way of describing it than a marketing.
It's like a chamber of commerce, except I'm not political at all. So there's that.
That too.
The reality is that the trope of the Ayn Rand hero that doesn't need nobody to help him and he'll succeed on his own terms is complete bullshit. Everybody knows that. If you want to engage in the market, you're looking to engage in people anyway, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to let people understand that you don't keep your shit in your circle. Like, the most infuriating things I see are all of these posts from people going, oh, you want to be successful, you can't let the haters know what you're doing. Fuck it, let everybody know what you're doing, and let them know that they can't fucking stop you no matter what. As much as I shit on Ayn Rand and her cult of personality, because it really kind of took something that was a good idea and then went, you know what, now we're going to make it shitty, and that sucked. But that's where I get the quote from Ayn Rand. I don't ask for permission. I don't ask if you'll let me. I ask who's going to stop me, and that's it. That's the way I treat this. I don't give a shit who approves or disapproves of me building guitars. I don't give a shit who approves or disapproves of me teaching creative music or doing my podcast, which is becoming more and more irate and charged, I suppose. I just do it, and I wait for someone to try to stop me, and that's it. And that's not a rubber stamp on the rest of her ideas, because she pretty much went off the fucking crazy boat.
I'm sorry.
Hang on one second.
Somebody's trying to defeat me.
Oh, buddy. How you doing? I'm doing all right. I just want to murder.
Murder feet.
I got a mind for murder. All right, so that's pretty much what. Come on, bud. That's pretty much what I was looking to say today. Is that you need to find your in group, you need to find your audience. Of course, that's always going to be a prime directive for anyone who's an entrepreneur, a content creator, someone who has a service they're looking to market. But you also need fellow entrepreneurs, content creators, and service providers to be your support system. I wouldn't be able to build guitars if I didn't have wood shops that were able to provide me with the parts, because I just don't have the room for a wood shop. And that's a social thing. Now, granted, I pay them for the woodwork, of course. I pay them for the woodwork, of course, and stuff like that. But it's my supply line. I'm always looking for the best. I'm looking for different qualities of wood, of course, at all times, and stuff like that. But I'm also looking for price, looking for overall quality and stuff like that. So I have a network of suppliers. I've gotten from 3
distributors,
working on a 4th, and I have my eyes on like 18 other distributors. That's my HHD network of suppliers. I cheer up StewMac like a home run, because 99% of my tools all come from StewMac, because they are a root-tier supply house. So, and generally speaking, the whole point of the network is to be that moral support for marketing for all of us. And I'm doing what I can. I would like to see more of the network business members jumping out there and going, "Hey, this is what I'm doing."
Now would be the time.
That would be great. We are starting to come into the season when everyone gets their tax returns, if they're getting any. So if you are in business for yourself, this is the point in time where you really want to try to push sales. The first time you want to push sales this year.
Promote, man.
This is when you want to start doing like massive amounts of promotion. Because everyone's got that little bit of extra scratch. Really, bro?
He's looking at my feet with a murderous eye.
Yeah, that's why he was wagging his tail like that. Anyhow,
he had it out for me for a minute.
Now's the time you really want to start pushing your products, even like the small ones, so that you can get like that little bit of financial support that might make the difference between keeping yourself in business and not. All right, buddy, we're gonna do this again. We're just gonna keep doing this until you calm down. I can't calm down.
Both my feet off the ground. That's why.
I'm full of the fire.
I seen him coming.
Fire.
It's like,
I've got a mind for murder right now. I need to murder. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking for my cat.
I was.
So now it's like that first push, and then we're gonna have that that lull until right at the end of school. That's normally when we get like a second push for sales. Then right before the beginning of school, and then the holiday season. It's really like the 4 seasons of salesmanship: tax return time, end of school, beginning of school, and Christmas. So we really want to try and focus our attention on marketing our products now. I mean, you should be trying to do that all the time. The reason why I was saying all last year, you should start your business now, so that by this time next year, you're potentially turning a profit. So there's that. We had made the announcement last year about HHD. We didn't get the first guitar up for sale until like the beginning of the year. So, we have that leeway, but, we're going to try and push this one out fast. As soon as the banjo gets its ass here, we'll get that one out fast. And then we have to decide what our March instrument is going to be.
Yes.
If anyone has any requests,
string instruments preferred.
If anyone has any requests for
accordion.
No. Stringed instrument. Accordions don't have strings. They don't have strings. Then
I will invent one.
Absolutely, drop us a line about it, and I'll look into getting a supplier for it. But at the end of the day, we really need to start coming together. We don't need to be in business with each other, but we do need to support each other, and it's important. Success is important, right? I mean, it'll happen regardless, but faster is better. I mean, times are uncertain and all that stuff. Tax rate for businesses has already gone up, by the way, just so you all know. Next year, your tax rate's higher if you own a business, if you have an LLC or anything like that.
Fun.
Yeah.
As if it's not hard enough.
Yeah. The only people really hurt by that are the small business people. So start preparing for it now. All right. Thanks everybody for watching. I have beautiful beef soup.
I know.
Cooking. It's all done cooking.
The aroma fills the air, and it's freaking. I've been craving it all day.
She's been craving the meat all day.
I have. He brought me a little bit of meats earlier and plopped it in my mouth. It's delish.
All right, so I'm gonna get going. I got to get ready for Bard and Broad tonight. That's 8:00. If you guys are interested in coming and seeing me play bass.
Bring your accordions.
If you play an instrument and you happen to have
An accordion?
Are you done? And you have a DI, that's a direct interface to go straight into your computer. I can send you a guest invite and we can try and test out latency. So thanks everybody for stopping by.
Thanks, guys.
And enjoy this musical interlude as we close out. Have a great day. Stay safe out there.
Cheers.
Yeah.